Hey guys, it's Katrina from Daily Astrology, and today is Tuesday, November 19th. So the moon for the earlier part of the day is going to be finishing up in Leo before dropping into Virgo by this evening. But before it does, it's going to be having its third quarter square to the sun. So here we have the sun at 27 Scorpio being squared by the moon at 27 Leo. This is a fixed square, so what we are dealing with, what we are being challenged by is something that is deeply rooted into who we are. This is something deeply engraved within us, something very fixed about us that we are being challenged by. A third quarter square is about the need to shift a perception, a need to shift your outlook or how you are seeing something or your belief about something, your attitude about something. That's the challenge. There is something for you to shift that is deeply fixed into who you are. Now, with this being in Leo, this may have something to do with not allowing you to live more presently in your heart, to experience more love in your life. This may also have to do with your creative self-expression and your ability to express your uniqueness out into society. There may be some sort of belief or attitude or way that you're seeing something that is closing down your ability to really express yourself and to utilize these gifts, these natural gifts that you were born with, that you were meant to use, these things that are true to who you are, your heart. So this is also not allowing us maybe to live in our hearts, to trust in our hearts, to be guided by our hearts, to commit to these things that we love. Also, this may be preventing us from experiencing deeper forms of love and intimacy. Scorpio is concerned about really merging on a deeper level in our relationships, really experiencing, opening up to each other and knowing the truth, not just the good, but also the bad, and really experiencing that deeper love and compassion for other people, okay? So there may be something that we are shifting right now that is deeply engraved into who we are, that is affecting our ability to open our hearts and to experience more love and to really allow our hearts and to guide our life, to be guided by these things that we love. This is affecting our creative self-expression and our ability to shine our light. So what's interesting about this is while that's happening, the moon is trining Jupiter. So that alone would be awesome. But what makes this even more special and huge is that Jupiter during this time is on top of the galactic center. It's literally passing over the galactic center, trining the moon in Leo. This is lighting us up, bringing us opportunity, bringing us expansion. To be completely honest, this is so much bigger than I can even comprehend. Like, I don't feel like I have a clear idea of what is really going on here, to be honest, okay? Because I feel like this is so big. The galactic center is this huge black hole. Black holes, bring ending. It sucks up everything in its path, and then what happens, we don't even fully know. But with Jupiter passing over here, what I would think is that this is complete ending a powerful shift of our beliefs and our attitudes on life. Like these structures that have held our reality, that have prevented how far we can go. This is the structures of how we see certain things in our life. And this is like, okay, well, this is how you're going to experience life because this is how you see it. This is your reality. So there's something about that is being brought to an end. We are transcending it. We're expanding past it. This is something that is very beneficial. This mental expansion, it's like what we are shifting with this third quarter square being so fixed into who we are, so stubborn about us, so deeply rooted into who we are. It was taking Jupiter passing over the galactic center for us to move past this. Like, you needed all the fucking luck in the world for you to shift this belief. Well, here you go. It is happening now. Like, that's how it kind of feels. So one thing that's going on that is another part of this equation is Mercury. Mercury is at a stop today. It's going direct tomorrow. So whenever a planet is at a stop, it's super significant. So what is going on with our minds? What kind of information are we coming across? What are we learning about? What's happening in our minds? There's something important going on in our minds, or information that we're coming across, things that, that we could be thinking about, things that we're learning, conversations that we're having, that, or just these patterns of our mind that we are transcending. This could be these victim patterns with Neptune here, or these patterns that keep us escaping, or these very self-destructive ways that our minds like self-sabotage our lives, especially when it comes to, how we see our life, or what we're capable of, or how far we can go. Okay, so there may be some sort of attitude or some way we keep interpreting maybe situations where we feel like a victim, or where we, it causes us to escape, where we feel lost. Mercury, Neptune, this may also be helping us to transcend these past experiences dealing with loss. Scorpio, a lot of times, Scorpio energy teaches us these lessons around going through emotionally shocking situations. Like a lot of times, Scorpio energy has you go through emotionally shocking situations where you experience some sort of loss, some sort of removal, something that felt like it was out of your control possibly. And this may not be something that you've been experiencing for this Scorpio season, but it may be something that you're even healing from the past experiences where you've dealt with this shock, this loss, this removal. And it's trying to teach us with that loss, with that, removal, you gave too much power to it. Whenever we give too much power to something outside of ourselves, and it may remove it from you to tell you you didn't need it. Stop relying on this outside source of security and realize you have what you are looking for within. And so there may be these emotionally shocking situations that we have gone through in the past because Mercury is trining Neptune, but it's also working with the nodes. So it's working with the South Node. These thought patterns that keep us reliving the past, or keeping us stuck in the past, or that keeping us repressed, keeping us feeling ashamed, frustrated, not good enough, feeling like we need to be perfect, or maybe like, just creating trauma in our life. Okay, so there's something about these experiences from the past and these thought patterns that we are transcending, that we are healing, that we are moving past. In the North Node, Mercury, it's like, this is healing our mind. This is healing our sense of self-identity. This is healing how we inwardly feel about ourselves. This is helping us to find more happiness. This is going to help us to feel better on an everyday basis. These changes, this healing that is going on with our mind and how we understand these experiences, because it's really looking at how you've taken in these experiences of loss, how you've taken in these shocking experiences in our life, or these more painful, hidden things that we've dealt with in life, how we've taken them in. So we also have Uranus involved, because here we have Mars dropping into Scorpio. It loves to be here. It's powerful here. And as it drops in, it's opposing Uranus, saying, well, go ahead and go after these things you want. Use this focus, intention, and power, and this magnetic energy that when you emotionally focus on something and you use that power of your emotional will, and you really channel that energy into something you want, you commit to what you want, Mars in Scorpio is unstoppable. It's going to fucking get what it wants. And it's going to use the emotions and the focus and this power of attraction to pull it towards you, okay? So we're having this stronger ability to focus in on what we want, to commit to it, use the power of our intention and make it happen. But as that's just starting, as we're beginning this new phase with Mars dropping into Scorpio, it's being opposed by Uranus. And Uranus is bringing up all these unconscious conditioned patterns around fear. Fears around our safety, fears around our security, fears around our survival. Are we safe? Are we going to survive? Fears of, these fears that have been conditioned that are preventing your ability to really commit to these things. So this is also bringing up self-worth issues. issues, these unconscious conditioned patterns around your self-worth, around, insecurities, around your value. These are things that have been attracting your reality or messing with what you're attracting. And so as Mars drops into Scorpio, where it's really wanting to go after, it wants what it wants, and it's like, no, you're not going to stop me. But what's stopping us is this Uranus energy, where it's like, okay, well, since you have all this power to achieve these things you want, you're going to have to move through these very unconscious fears or things, blockages around what you've been attracting. And so with Taurus, it's going to be like survival, like I'm afraid for my safety, or there's not enough, lack, scarcity, I'm not enough, I'm lacking something. With our ideas with lack, if we're looking at money, then it would be like, your beliefs around money. If it's looking at your gifts and really committing to something, it's like, you're not really that good enough, or you can't do it. What am I really capable of? Okay, so we're moving through these major blockages in our minds and how we are seeing things that have created the limitations in our life. And right now we are shifting that, and there is this great opportunity for us to transcend these thought patterns that not only have been affecting our emotions and our ability to experience more happiness, but also how we feel about ourselves and our ability to align with a path that is more true to who we really are and what we really want. And so we're going to have to move through these unconscious patterns that are coming up that maybe tell us we're not worthy of it or we can't do it. It's making us feel insecure, nervous. All these fears are coming up. So that's the energy for today. I hope you guys find this helpful. Thank you very much. Take care.